So I wanted to check out what was going on with Keke Palmer. Now, she decided she wanted to work on everything privately. So we're listening to the vlogs. Well, I haven't really listened to too many vlogs, but everybody put their opinion on what they think it was. And I just seen this post from Keke Palmer. So you go to her thing and it goes, "This time choose yourself more." And then here is where we pause it out. Now, she shares something from the Shade Room that says the restraining order that Keke was granted in November remains in full force and effect will not be dropped. Keke will continue to protect her safety and the safety of Leo above all else. Keke has pressed charges. The police report has been filed. The criminal investigation by the police is continuing. The hearing is still on the calendar as planned. Darius' lawyer is not available on December 5th, so the calendar date will move to January. Keke is concerned about her privacy, Leo's privacy, and the privacy of her family, so her preference is to resolve the situation privately rather than in open court if possible. But if not possible, the hearing remains on the calendar, and Keke will stop at nothing to ensure a safe and healthy outcome for herself and Leo. All right. So now because a lot of people felt like she wanted to kind of keep things on the low or try to rekindle things or whatever the case may be. The comments and some of these Instagram posts were crazy and it was amazing because they're like, he got to her, he did all this other stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Even within this, the restraining order is temporary. The pictures was enough to get the restraining order, even though they're freeze frame, they're not a video. He has his own evidence. She has pressed charges, but the police are doing a criminal investigation. They have to look at the information she has, they have to look at the information he has, and then come on to their conclusions the way they need to come to their conclusions. A police report don't mean nothing. I don't know why people keep throwing police reports out there like they mean anything. And they can't really just go by the photos because if he's saying that, let's say he's saying that they fought each other, she would have to show proof that he was just fighting her, and those freeze frame photos aren't going to be enough. That's not enough evidence. You need bona fide proof. It's innocent until proven guilty. Okay, if there was any criminal activity enough, we wouldn't even be waiting for trial. He would already be arrested. He would have some charges pressed on him already. Even though she pressed charges, it didn't follow through enough to put him in jail. Okay, plus you guys seen the things where Darius had his own evidence. He has his own evidence to display against Keke. Keke has openly admitted her toxic behavior and everything. I think people need to stop just siding with the woman because she's a woman. I said, I feel like them cameras was set up and she took the opportunity to antagonize him and bump heads with him and make him upset and everything like that. And they go back and forth and they fought each other. I don't think she's a victim of domestic violence. I think there's a lot of women out there who are victims of domestic violence and this really takes away. I feel like they fight each other. She wants it to be private, but you're a celebrity and you are the one who allowed us to join the group chat. You know, you try to keep things private, but you are a public figure. So now your business is out there. So now you and him are going to have to deal with that. He has his own evidence against you, and you don't know how long he's been recording your dysfunction either. So with that being said, we're going to see what happens. They pushed the trial back to January because Darius couldn't get his lawyer when he needed to get his lawyer. So Darius is lawyered up. So what I'll say about this, we don't know what's going on between them two, but I've seen a lot of women quickly move to a man being the violent one and the one that's abusing them and witnessing things to keep the child away to prove a point. I've seen that happen. And, you know, I don't know what from the information I do know, I know whatever's going on between them, the fact that the police are still doing an investigation and she pressed charges some time ago. Let's see, it said November. She was granted in November. So I'm assuming in November, that's when she has pressed the charges. It is now December. It's been a whole month long. So obviously, in my personal opinion, I don't feel like they have a solid proof case in order to arrest him, or he would already been arrested, which means there's more to the story. Okay. I personally don't feel like she's a victim of domestic violence. That's just my personal opinion. I just think that's truly insane how women really just cape from women, and it's not always the benefit of anybody. Sometimes not even the woman. Like, let's say Kiki wins, she wins, Darius goes to jail, she has her son, she raises her son, she's in a happy place. Her child don't have to see Darius again. She gets in another relationship with a guy, and he says something to her, and she busts his head wide open, and he unalives her. Let's say that happens. Did it benefit her? And as it turns out, like, if you have a history of abuse, and I'm not even saying with him, she's put this out information out there. If you have a history of abuse and you haven't seek help to try to fix that, what makes us believe that you just ended up in a relationship or a situation with a man who just abuses you when you admitted that you put your hands on this man for talking to you crazy? This is ridiculous. But let's see what else Miss Daphne got for us. Look at all these marks and stuff that he got on him. Scratches, bumps, lumps, text messages. Y'all, this is blurry and it's really, really small. So I'm trying to zoom it, but the rest is blurry. Let me see if I can play this. He's telling her, like, she hit me, like she's doing all this stuff. Well, she's drunk. It's never no accountability on the end. It's just she drunk, deal with it, whatever. So the fact that she used this prior to him and her even having a baby is insane. This is crazy.
Like, I'm not gonna sit, yeah, you said nasty things to me. I didn't need to say them back. That's my bad. Wiggins. It's my bad to say nasty things to you. Even if you did say nasty things to me. It's my bad Wiggins. To put my hands on you. Even though you did whatever that you did that made me feel that way. Like, I'm gonna take responsibility.
Okay, it looked like she was trying to talk to him and have a conversation with him, but you know, like I said, Kiki, she's not innocent in this situation. There's more to this story. That's probably why Darius has not been arrested yet, and we'll see it play out how it comes. But nobody's really thinking about the child at this point. At least she's not. She's been working, she's been all over the internet. She's had a conversation with another dude about, well, where do I find it? It's just giving more validation. It was just stuff that was off to me. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel like this is going to turn out. Again, I haven't seen the full video of what happened in the house. I don't think anybody has. And, you know, it is what it is at this point. We're going to see what goes on with this. But Kiki did say that, because a lot of the news and the stories was saying that she stopped the restraining order. And on the clip that on her page, you saw that she said she didn't. It's still ongoing. He just doesn't have access to the lawyer. So, you know, that was clear. I still feel like if Kiki is truly not in a domestic violence situation, she's really, really doing a lot of women a disservice if she's fighting this man and he's fighting her and they're fighting each other. I think it's wrong, and I think she needs to be accountable for the things that she's been doing. Was the relationship abusive? Was the relationship toxic? I believe it was on both ends. And it wasn't, you know, I think it's just too soon to be calling just the man the narcissist in this one. All right, y'all, I'm out.